Hi, I'm Harsimrat and I'm here to take you through a very important session today. It is personal grooming, dressing for success. What is personal grooming? Personal grooming is also referred to as personal hygiene. It is the act of taking care of your body through proper cleanliness and self-care. Personal grooming not only affects the way others see you, but also has an impact on how you feel about yourself. When you look and feel your best, you're able to present yourself confidently to others. And it's not such an alien concept. In our schools, we do wear school uniforms, and we also keep in mind that you have to be neatly dressed for school. Well, that's preparing you for personal grooming. Later in life, you have to be particular about personal grooming even though your teachers aren't there to check you. Now, why is personal grooming so important? Why personal grooming? Why is it so important? Your physical appearance is the first impression that people have of who you are. Choosing to ignore common personal grooming habits may indicate to those around you that you're not detail-oriented, that you do not take pride in your work because you don't take pride in your appearance, or that you're not someone who desires to be taken seriously. So you may be a person who's just casual about appearance. Maybe you think it doesn't matter. Maybe you think, oh, don't judge the book by the cover. What matters is my brains. But people will say, if you do have brains, why don't you take a little bit of care and make sure you look presentable as well? So there isn't a choice these days. You have to look presentable. But why is personal grooming important for me? I need to keep in mind that my image is what sells me to potential employers and other people I come in contact with. Your resume may tell the story of a highly educated and accomplished individual, but if your appearance and cleanliness don't follow suit, then you put yourself at a disadvantage. You may miss out on opportunities for advancement at work and also fulfillment in personal relationships. So it's something very important indeed. Let's learn more about personal grooming. What are the basics of personal grooming? First of all, we need to brush and floss our teeth at least twice a day. Now we all know what brushing is. We are taught from childhood to brush our teeth regularly. Flossing, it's just an addition to brushing where you use a piece of thread to clean your teeth further. Also, one should use mouthwash for extra freshening. Let's keep in mind that your breath should not be a problem. You need to shower or bathe every day, especially where you're living in a warm country where one tends to sweat. Use body soap to cleanse the all-over surface of your skin, paying special attention to areas that tend to get sweaty and hold odor. Understand that body odor is a serious concern, especially in the air-conditioned workplace. These days, good offices are all centrally air-conditioned. So here, people have to be very particular about personal grooming. Next, we should shampoo and condition our hair. Remember, it's our crowning glory. We should keep our hands and fingernails clean and trimmed. It's quite important to use an antiperspirant or deodorant each day after showering to cut down on body odor. Avoid clothing that is too tight. Clothes should be comfortable and presentable. Avoid wearing clothes with offensive images or wording. It's the workplace. It's not socializing with your friends where you may like to wear a funny message on your t-shirt. Limit your use of perfume or cologne so as not to overpower those around you. And do not attempt to use fragrances to cover body odor caused by lack of hygiene. I haven't taken a bath today, let me just use extra perfume. That will not work, my friends. I need to take a bath, I need to use appropriate body sprays. So that is your daily hygiene. Apart from that, we can do a lot more towards personal grooming. Personal grooming essentials for women. Eyebrows and upper lip need to be waxed. We shouldn't keep very long nails and should clip and file our nails to an appropriate length. It's a good idea to use a clear or a conservative nail paint color. Conservative would be a light color pleasing to the eyes. Red nails may be great in your social life but distracting in the workplace. Avoid clothing that is too tight. Ladies, that will be distracting. Don't wear excessive body jewelry. Remember, piercings and earplugs can have negative effect in how you're perceived by others. finally, minimal use of makeup. It should not be too noticeable. And what about the men? There are some grooming essentials for men as well. First of all, you need to shave or trim your facial hair neatly every day or every couple of days, depending on how fast your hair grows. You need to trim nose and ear hair weekly. Next, keep your hair trimmed for a healthy appearance. Next, avoid hairstyles or hair colors that are shocking or unprofessional. If you do have tattoos, you need to cover them in the workplace, and you may flash them in your social life. You need to wear clothing that is clean, in good repair, and wrinkle-free. So make sure that you iron your clothes regularly and reach the workplace in a wrinkle-free shirt and neat pair of trousers. We have talked about wearing appropriate clothing in the workplace. But what do you wear when you go for the interview? Proper interview attire for women. Always wear a suit with a jacket, a salwar kameez or a sari. These days, young ladies are not really expected to wear saris unless your job profile specifically asks for it. However, you should wear a neat salwar kameez, suit or a pair of trousers with a good, well-fitting coat. No high heels, please. You should wear good quality black or brown shoes, clean and polished. It's a good idea to wear flat shoes in colors that avoid making your feet a focal point. Next, please wear conservative hosiery at or near skin color and no runs in your stockings, please. If your hair is too long, make a neat bun. Hair should be neat and tidy. Next, please carry a small purse. No heavy purses. Do not carry a purse with a briefcase. Please choose one or the other. And do remember to wear a light perfume. So what we are trying to tell you, ladies, is that nothing should really be distracting. Not your bag, not your makeup, not your clothes. And overall, you should look neat and tidy. And let's talk about proper interview attire for men. First of all, you need to be formally dressed when you go for an interview. So no jeans please and no t-shirts. You need to wear a neat pair of trousers and a formal shirt. You may decide to wear a tie with a conservative pattern. You need to wear dark shoes. Black shoes are the best and they should be clean and polished. Dark socks again, black is the best. Get a haircut. Short hair always fares best in interviews. Try not to have beards, but those who maintain long hair and beards out of their religious convictions, just give it a neat appearance. Moustaches are a possible negative, but you must make sure that your moustache is neat and trimmed. No rings, please. And no earrings. If you normally wear one, remove it for the interview. Empty pockets. If you're carrying coins in your pockets, then they make a tinkling sound. Please don't keep gum or candy in the pockets. And you may carry a light briefcase or portfolio case. It's a very good idea for you to try on your interview clothes before the interview. Walk around in your interview attire. Remove price tags. Learn how clothes fit, feel, stretch. I'll give you one more good idea here. Wear your interview clothes, raise your hands. If you can raise your hands comfortably and bring them down again, then you're comfortably dressed. Iron everything. Look at yourself from all angles in the mirror. Feel confident and positive. Preparation for the interview. Purchase a portfolio case. Keep 2 copies of the resume. Keep at least 8 passport size photographs. Take photocopies of all your mark sheets. Carry all your certificates. Remember to carry at least 2 pens. To sign your offer letter. Practice for your interview. Research the industry. Call HR or visit the interview site. Remember to make a positive, non-verbal first impression. Choose clothing that makes a positive statement about you as a prospective employee. Choose clothing that makes you feel good about yourself. Do I want to wear something Western or Indian? Depends on how I feel about myself. Be on time for your appointment. Use a firm handshake. Have good eye contact. Remember, eye contact shows transparency and openness. Display poised, confident body language. Be relaxed and, of course, smile. Now you're dressed for success. Be prepared, confident, professional, and be successful. Now we have a very interesting picture activity for you. It's based on dressing for the interview. You'll see a series of pictures in your workbook, and you have to decide on whether it is appropriate interview attire. If it is, put a tick mark next to the picture. If it's not, please put a cross mark. Look at the first picture. Danglers. Would you wear danglers to the interview, ladies? Make up your mind. All right, next, bangles. Next, sari. Next, mohawk. Some of you may like that hairstyle, but is it appropriate in the interview? Moving on, leather shoes. Next, jeans. All of us wear jeans. Should we wear them to the interview? Next, coat. Come on, make up your mind. And let's move on. Perfume. Next, red nail polish. Next, leather belt. Next, white shirt. Next, high heels. And the last option, rucksack. I hope you've done the exercise because I'm going to discuss the answers with you right away. Let us begin. Would you wear danglers to the interview? Now, danglers are these large earrings. They dangle from the ears. They may look great in the parties, but they are inappropriate in the interview. So ladies, cross the danglers off your list, please. Moving on, bangles. Now, traditionally, women do wear bangles in India. But in the workplace, bangles may be a distraction. They are unnecessarily bright and noisy. So we don't wear bangles in the workplace. Next, sari. Sari is acceptable in the workplace as a formal dress, but you need to make sure that the sari is neatly worn. The end of the sari should be pinned neatly on one shoulder, and it should not be too revealing as well. Next, the mohawk. Now that's a cool hairstyle. But guys, you may have it at some point of your life when you're not working men. In the office, we really don't need this. Next, leather shoes. Yes, those are part of formal wear for men. So I hope you've all put a tick mark next to the leather shoes. Next, jeans. Now, most of us do wear jeans. We don't even notice anything odd about wearing jeans. And we need to be told at times that they're not part of formal dress anymore. So please remember, for the interview, a neat pair of trousers, not jeans. What about the coat? A coat is workplace clothing for gentlemen or even ladies. And yes, it's a good idea to wear a coat in which you look professional and neat. Next, perfume. Now we have discussed that you need to spray yourself with deodorants or body sprays, but a perfume is distracting in the workplace. Next, red nail polish. We need to put a cross mark there. Red nail polish is very distracting. Next, leather belt. Yes, leather belts are normally worn with trousers. The white shirt. Is again an acceptable part of the attire for men. High heels. Most of us love that song which Honey Singh has sung. But then again, that pertains to our personal life. High heels should not be worn in the office. And your footwear should not make a clattering sound when you walk. The last option, rucksack. Rucksacks are for trekking, not for office interviews. So when you do go for your interview, please carry a small briefcase, a portfolio bag, or a small purse. So I hope you've enjoyed that activity. It's an interesting and useful activity. With that, we come to the end of the session. It's quite an easy session and it's a very useful session. I hope you would take these tips seriously when you start off with your professional life. Until I meet you again in some other session, goodbye.